today we will learn HTML. HTML is hypertext markup language, and it is the most widely used language to write web pages. Even today, if one does not want ready-made content for websites. So when we say HTML, HTML is basically comprised of two words, that is hypertext and markup. Hypertext is the way in which web pages are linked together. That means we can say the link available on a web page is called hypertext. As the name implies, markup language means when we say HTML to simplify markup, a text document with tags that tell a web browser about the structure to display on web browser. Okay. Basically, when we talk about HTML, it was developed to structure the documents like headings, paragraphs, lists, and then to share scientific information between researchers. But now it is used widely for making the web pages, that is for making the building blocks for the web pages, isn't it? Okay, when we talk about the HTML, we must know these two things, hypertext and markup. Okay, when we do programming in HTML, what we require? In HTML, we need a text editor such as Notepad or Visual Studio Code, and of course an internet browser such as Google Chrome, Internet Explorer or Netscape Navigator. But I personally suggest you should go for Notepad if you are a beginner. We will do programming in VS Code as well in future. So for a beginner, one must go for Notepad. If he or she is comfortable in Visual Studio Code, then it's okay for a beginner also. But I personally suggest that you should go for Notepad, because every tag you have to type there so that you can learn more easily. Because when there is a ready-made thing available in front of your screen, present in your screen, then nothing you have to done. So your programming base will be weak as compared to when you write your code yourself. Your programming base becomes strong. Okay. When we talk about HTML, then the first question is, what is HTML file? So HTML is a format that tells a computer how to display a web page. Okay? An HTML file is a text file basically containing small markup tags. We will discuss markup tags. The markup tags are what? Markup text tells the web browser how the web page will look like, isn't it? When you make a file, make sure that HTML file must have an extension that is .htm or HTML, right? Whenever you create the file using any editor, you have to save it with .htm. If you will not save it, you will take it as name and without the extension, it will not give you the look like the web page, because HTML file recognize with the extension .html. Okay. Okay, when we talk about HTML tags, so we will briefly see the common basic tags about HTML. So HTML tags should be enclosed by the two characters, that is less than sign and the greater than sign. That means whatever you put inside the tag name is with less than sign and the greater than sign. HTML tags generally come in pairs, like if you put head, you have to put /head at the end, which means what? You have to use proper opening and the closing there, isn't it? There are some tags which require only opening. We need not to use closings. There is one interesting thing about HTML to handle it easily as compared to other high level languages is its case insensitiveness. That is, it is not case sensitive. That means if we put a tag in a small or in a capital letters, HTML will not prompt you any error, isn't it? So if we type font in a small or in a capital, it will not prompt you any error. Any non-technical person can easily learn HTML tags. So basic HTML tags is HTML. You have to start your typing with HTML when you are a beginner. Okay, this tag marks the start of HTML page. Next tag is head. You have to close it with /head. This tag is used for header portion of the website to the web page. It will include the web page property and the link to external related files. Okay, then is the title tag. We will do the practicals also about these tags. Just go through them. Title is for the, as name indicates, for the title of the website, isn't it? Next tag, basic tag, is the body tag. That means whenever you do anything in your main editing window of the website, you have to use a body tag. Means this tag represents the main body of the web page, where we put all the content of web page like text, paragraph, images, sound, animation, lists, tables, link to other pages, all the things we put in the body. We have to close this tag as well at the end. Okay, let's move to the first program of our first web. Okay, we will right click here, then new, then you can use text document here, right? You can double click on that. This text document will be there displayed on the screen. Now you can directly use HTML coding here. For example, I make a small program to display how HTML works. So you type HTML with the starting, then you have to put head for the title, because title is always inside the head. So this is not closing here. So we put a title, we say this is my first web page. Okay, or you can put anything. So we close it with the title again with the slash sign. This is our head. We close the head here. This is the head portion, right? We type something inside the body portion, right? For example, hello, this is my first page, right? close the body. As I said, you have to close the tags also. Close the HTML. Now what you have to do, I already told you, you have to save the file. When you save the file, you have to remember this: wherever you save, whatever location is there, but the name should include the extension HTML or HTML, not any .txt or something, because you can see here by default it is containing txt extension. You have to mention it .htm extension for web pages. So save it. Suppose we can see the file here, P file. I have given the name P. You can double click here to check whether our web page, sample web page, is there or not. See, I gave the title, this is my first web page, and I put a text, hello, this is my first page, right? And you can say this is somewhere looking like your web page which you are seeing whenever you open a Google Chrome or any other web page. So we can say we can make a website or many web pages with the help of HTML programming. So this is the basic program. We have to alter the program by changing the size, by giving the color, by inserting the images, but this is our basic program if we say HTML basic program. Okay, so you can see here, you can make some changes here for making font more visible, like bold. You can make the changes here and you put OK. You will see this is your now first program in HTML programming. Okay, now suppose output like this we want to display on web page. The heading my web page in the center, and the three texts like hello, hello in italic, and hello in underline. The first one is bold. So how can we do in the HTML? Let's do it. Suppose what we have to do, we have to start with HTML, then we have to put a head here because heading is there. If websites contain or web page contain a heading, then and then you use head tag, otherwise need not to use head tag, right? So we say heading is what? Web page or my web page, like this. So close the tag with again properly, isn't it? Now start the body part where you have to mention three text hello. So we type like this, right? And we close the body, right? Clear? Now we have to close the HTML here, but the text is in red color. So for this, first of all we will run this program as it is and save it first. We will see what happens, right? So we will give the name text1.html. We have to mention it. So save this program as it is, right? Now we will see our program, what we have done. So we will double click it. See what we do, we put my web page and we type 3 times hello, but what output we want? We want the output like this. So it is not like this. So what we do, we make some changes for this. So what we do, we use some more tags for these. First is bold, so we make a tag B and we will close it at the end, because at the end we have to close with the tag. So second is in italic. For italic we have to use I tag, and we will close it with I. And for underline we have to use U, and we have to close with U again, right? This is clear? Now this web page is not in the center, so there is one tag called as CENTER, center, right? You close it here, because if we will not close it, so it will reflect to the other things. So we will close it, right? We make changes, we save it again, and we will see whether our page is perfect or not. See, we make the change. Okay, some changes are there. My page is on the center. Very good. Hello, hello, and hello. These are the in bold, italic, and underline. But output is not again like we want. So what we have to do? We will make some changes again. What we will do? We will make changes first for this heading. So we put a tag H1. H1 is for the when you want heading in a big size. It is from H1 to H6. So H1, H2, H3, H4 accordingly you can put, and you can make changes for this, and then we close this tag with H1 again with the slash sign, isn't it? This size we have also to increase, so we will not use H1 here because it is not a heading, it is a text inside the body. So there is one tag called as font, right? If we close it like this, this is a tag, so it has an option, or you can say attribute with it, that is called as size. So we will say size is equals to, the maximum size is 7. You can put 6, 7, whatever you want. I say 7, and hello here. In the similar manner, although if we will not close it here, for example, I will not close it here with the slash font, right? So it will automatically reflect the size 7 to other two hello also, with the italic or with the underline. So we will not close it, it will reflect 7 size. Okay, right. We will save the file, we will see step by step, because as I already told you, basic knowledge is very important for the higher programmings, right? We will refresh the site, we will see, oh, our website is making some changes. So my web page is like we want in our output, we want this output, my web page is okay, but little changes we have to make again. For this we have to make red color here, and these all three are in a same line. We can see in HTML programming, whenever you put the lines in a, you can say new line, it will not, you remember this, it will not get it. Whenever you want the lines in a particular line or in a new line, you have to mention a special tag called as BR tag. BR does not need a closing. I already told you in theory that some codes are there, some tags are there which need not to use a closing tag. So this is one of the tag, BR tag. We will not close it. We put the BR tag where I want a enter or I want a new line. So for here I want a new line, and for this position I want a new line. For this position I need not to enter. Why? Because these are the 3 lines only. So first enter, second enter, and third automatically will be in the third line, right? So we will see again, we will save it, we will see the changes, right? We have to see the changes. We will refresh the window and we will see, oh, this is in the 3 lines what we want, right? Something is missing again. What we have to say in the earlier, this is our output, but we got this my web page, we got these things, but we did not got our color. So what we do, we will put some attribute again here in the font. We will say color is equals to we will put double quotes and red, right? If we close it here, it will close for only one hello. I again say we will not close the font here, we will close the font at the closing here, right? We will not close at the first line because we want all the three should be in the red color. Getting? Okay, we will save the file again. We will go to the explorer and then we will refresh. We will see what the output we want. We want this type of output. See, this was our question to design the web page like this, and we design the web page like this. This file is called as text11.htm, and the file from we want this was text1.htm. So this is my question and this is our answer. And how we do it? This is the answer, this is the solution. So we learned some more tags here, like center tag, like br tag, like font tag. Okay, you do in your whatever you have in your home, whether the PCs, whether the laptops, whether the mobiles, you can practice it. More and more practice you on the HTML, more and more it will be easy for you. And don't go for ready-made contents. Go for the basic. When you go for basics, you type the code. When you type the code, it will automatically remain in your mind, because the advanced editors are for the intermediate or the expert level programmers, not for the beginners. For the beginners, I think you should go for this, isn't it? So this is all for today, HTML programming. Have a good day.